In order for you to have self-discipline, you need to have a decision. You have to make a decision. Kailangan mag-decide ka. Galatians 5:16-18 says in NIV version, "So I say, walk by the Spirit, and you will not gratify the desires of the flesh. For the flesh desires what is contrary to the Spirit, and the Spirit what is contrary to the flesh. They are in conflict with each other, so that you are not to do whatever you want. But if you are led by the Spirit, you are not under the law." Galatians 5:16 says, Amplified version, to give emphasis, "But I say, walk habitually in the Holy Spirit. Seek Him and be responsive to His guidance. And then you will certainly not carry out the desire of the sinful nature, which responds impulsively without regard for God and His precepts." And may the Lord add power to the reading of His mighty, mighty, mighty word. So, napakasimple po. Make that decision. Christians, I'm talking to you. Make that decision to live and walk by the Spirit so that you will not gratify the desires of your sinful nature. So I have spoken to a lot of Christians na meron certain degree of addiction sa gaming or sa social media. If you have self-discipline and you know that these are, time leaks or energy leaks that is, stealing your time and stealing your energy. Hindi ka makatulog ng maaga, napupuyat ka, kakascroll, kakalaro, nauubos yung oras mo doing these unproductive things and does not relate or translate into a more, disciplined lifestyle that will affect your success, then you have to stop. So, paano mo siya gagawin? Make a decision to stop. At kung hindi mo kaya na simpleng decision lang, patayin mo yung phone mo. Okay, wag mong i-access yung mga devices that will lead you to repeat the same behavior again. You have to make that decision. Mga Kristiyano, kung hindi nyo kaya patayin ang cellphone ninyo, hindi nyo kaya na i-resist na maglaro o mag-social media, then that is an addiction and that has become a favorite sin. And know this, it is idolatrous. It is rebellious because you are putting social media, you are putting gaming ahead of God. And this is just one example in a spectrum of idolatrous practices na maaaring ginagawa ng Kristiyano, kasi pwedeng career yung number one ahead of God, pwede yung sarili mo, pwedeng ibang tao, di ba? But for this particular reason na pinag-uusapan natin, then you know that you have to stop. Make that decision. Walk in the Spirit so that you will not gratify the desires of the sinful nature. So, paano mo ngayon malalaman if you are in the sinful nature? Napakaganda po ng sinasabi dyan. Ang sinful nature, according to the Amplified version of Galatians 16, it is in response that is impulsive without regard for God and His precepts. Without regard for God and His precepts. So, anong nangyayari po sa atin, we are just going to do what we want to do. We do not respect God, we do not revere God, and we do not care about His laws. Or, most likely, we are not praying as commanded by God. We are not reading, meditating, and obeying the Bible as commanded by God, especially as an avenue toward success. Kasi syempre, meron kang mga steps in order for you to become successful. And nakalagay sa Bible, sinabi niya kay Joshua, you will be courageous, or you should not fear, but be courageous. Meditate on the book of the law, which is the Bible available kay Joshua during that time, day and night, so that you may be careful to do everything written in it, and then you will be prosperous and have good success, godly success, di ba? Holistic success. Pag may self-discipline ka, hindi ka bili ng mga bagay-bagay. Kung alam mo na ang iyong weakness is shopping via, brick and mortar, pumupunta ka sa mall, or shopping online, which is quite dangerous, di ba? Especially kung meron kang device, meron kang access to cash or credit. Diba? If you have self-discipline, malamang marami ka nang naipong pera ngayon. Because you would find, if you will audit yourself, how many of your purchases are actually made impulsively without regard for God, without, respect to His law, His precepts, or His words. So that is very, very critical.